You shut that door, Mark. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Skitchin on the Mega Drive. Now this game was brought out by EA Sports, and if you think it looks familiar when the gameplay starts going, it's pretty much because they've cloned it off Road Rash. Which is one of their games anyway, so fair enough really. It's a cracking game. I personally think that this is possibly my favourite of EA's releases of this style and genre of game, and I am a big fan of Road Rash and we'll play some Road Rash at some point in the future, but this just has something else about it which I really enjoyed. In terms of what you get when you turn the game on, it's a really interesting little sort of little setup really, because you don't get to see everything at the very beginning here of what the game has to offer. Game modes are pretty self-explanatory. There's different types of game modes which you can choose from, such as one player, which we'll be doing, a selection of different two-player games where you go head-to-head, where you take turns, things of that kind of nature. A tournament as well, but we're going to be playing with the general one-player game. Controls are pretty standard, as you'd expect, but I do like this little visual of a green Mega Drive pad for some reason. We need to see one of them, don't we? But yes, you can jump, you can crouch, you can left, and you can right. You can grab and release things such as the back of cars and weapons, which we'll be showing you very soon. You can skate, which is, pretty helpful considering it's a skating game. You can also slingshot, and I don't mean, Bart Simpson's weapon of choice. I mean, you can literally slingshot yourself off the back of a car to gain momentum and take over your opponents. You can combat, Mortal style. Yeah, you can fight, you can kick each other's heads in, you can use weapons, you can pick up weapons and steal weapons, a bit like on Road Rash. What we'll do is crack straight on with the game and we'll show you what it has to offer. Now, it makes sense if we... No, I don't want that. No. How do you go back? I don't want those letters in my name. We'll call the skater Foxy because that's who's playing it. Shock horror. What we will do is have a quick chat now about what this all means on the screen right here. So, before we go into the next race, I'm going to show you the CD player. Now, this is a thing of absolute beauty. This is one of my favourite things. This is what really turned me onto the game. Jeff Dyke has gone for an incredible and created an incredible 16-bit grunge soundtrack. Very deep, dark, grungy rock. That suits and meets the game really, really well based on what the game's concept is and what the whole, the idea of the game is. Very grungy, it's very Detroit based, it's rollerblade, and it sets that scene really, really well and it accompanies it fantastically. You can actually go through this Discman and choose a track off the album to accompany you whilst you race in each level. So you've got Cheese Grater, Let's Plow, Psycho Deep Fry, Silken Liver Slipper, Jerky Curtains, all-time classic. Oh, and then you've got obviously the Christmas number one, Crunchy Bumpkin. Top of the Pops charts, top 10, Chugwagon, and making their way into number 8 this week, Tastes Like Chicken. Caffeine Dream, a newcomer, at number 9. Number 10, what's that smell? It's Sniff, Eat My Junk, and Spicy Placenta. Wonderful stuff. So we will go with Cheese Grater to start with. Shop is basically a dude with a transit van. He opens the back of the van and you can go through a selection of different wheels and things like that. Now, I made the mistake of unintentionally buying an item really early on. Last time I played this game. It was a while ago, but I pressed the wrong button and I cannot remember for the life of me what button I need to press to come off this without purchasing an item. If I press A, am I going to buy... what's the cheapest item? Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to buy an item accidentally here. Oh, why didn't I practice this? So anyway, I'll go through it first. What you can do is you can buy items. So every time you have a race, it might cause damage to your apparel, to your equipment, such as your gloves, which you can use for grabbing hold of cars and what have you, and picking up weapons. You've got different types of gloves, like wrist guards and things, which are usually pretty helpful, especially if you're going to be fighting and things as well. Elbow pads, knee pads, skates, wheels, and back to gloves. And the quality of the equipment goes up, and the price tag for that equipment goes up as you progress through the game as well. So here we go. I'm going to press this button and hopefully it'll just take me back without purchasing anything. I purchased some gloves. And I've purchased them too. Oh no, what have I done? Right, I just need to press the start button to go back. Okay, excellent, wonderful. I'm really happy with that. I've already spent $35 on absolutely nothing. So in order to go back out of the shop without purchasing an item, you have to press start, not any of the other buttons. Live and learn. Okay, next race. So basically, if I want to succeed, I need to make $35 to get myself back up to $100, which is what we started on. My life. As you can see, the equipment on the silhouette of the dude there is green. All the equipment's green. That means that all of those pieces of equipment are at maximum health, which they should be, considering I've just purchased stuff I didn't even need. But as you get wear and tear upon your items, that will change colour, so it'll go to yellow next and eventually red, which means it's not, you can't skate on it. If you try and skate on it, your character will fall over in the middle of the track and you will need to purchase some new items very, very quickly. Also, there are other ways to come to your demise and meet your maker in this game, which we will show you. But I've just set myself a much higher challenge now, because if you can't afford to buy equipment after you've broken it, well, it's game over. And I'm now $35 down. We best crack on with the game. So here we go. This is the Spectra. So, hi, this is the Spectra from Outlaw Sports reporting live from Vancouver. Today's race promises to be a skate in the park. Okay, let's hello to the one and only Fester. You're from Vancouver. What can you tell us about the upcoming battle? Traffic only travels in the left lane for this race, so skate in the right lane to practice jumps without being hit by a car. And it looks like the flag's just been dropped. On with the race. They're from Yorkshire, you see. Right, oh, that would be punch. So, right, the whole premise is, as you can see here, is to skate in pretty much a straight line to the end of the track. There's cars in the back, as you can see there in my rear view mirror, that is clearly attached to my cap. And to start with, we are going to try and grab this car here. And straight away, I'm going to try and slingshot off it, just like that. Hit a ramp, do a trick, land it, get some points. Excellent stuff. So I'm 4th place at the moment, so it's going pretty well. I've just missed picking up that weapon off the floor there. You can do some tricks off these as well, I think. Yes, you can. Oh, and I fell over because I'm an idiot. Not a good start. I'm back to 6th, even though I was progressing pretty well. I didn't grab any of those cars because I couldn't grab them in time, which means I'm not doing so great. I'm going to grab hold of this car here that comes, and I'm going to use it straight away to do a slingshot. There's a ramp. Keep going. The main object of the game is to finish first, or as close as you can to first. So I'm doing alright, I'm first. That's good. So yes, you can hit tricks off different ramps and certain items and certain things. I'm going to try this one again. Nope, missed it. Cars do come pretty quickly. Obviously, you can get hit by cars and it hurts a lot. You can end up in hospital as well if you get hit too many times and it knacks your health right up. And if you can't afford to pay for your medical bills, that is another potential game over scenario. We're doing alright at the moment. I'm just needing to be careful and work my way around these cars and that trash. Now, you can probably gather this is the very first level, so regardless of what the situation is, it's going to be a little bit easier than the levels to come. I'm going to grab hold of the back of this. You don't want to hold on for too long because the drivers can be a bit aggressive and they can pop the boots and pop their back of the car open, which can result in you coming flying off the car and losing a lot of health. Now, I'm doing my best to skate. I've already fallen over, so I've probably taken some damage to my knee pads and my elbow pads, as you'll see at the end of this race. You want to be careful as to whereabouts in the field and on the road. Oh, I missed it. You stand, because if you stand too far into the lane, you can get hit by a car. Shock horror. And you don't want that because it hurts, as you'd expect from getting hit by a car. And we finished. Brilliant stuff. So, finished first in 2 minutes and 32. That's Vancouver complete. As you can see, the green bars underneath the skate there, we'll show you in a second. So we finished first. That means we can progress to Denver alongside Carcass, Jezebel, Fester and Thrasher. We attempted 6 tricks. We completed 5 of them. Not 100%. Vehicle sketched 5. So that transfers into cash, cold hard cash. What you can see there as well, cops sketched, time Skitchin cops. So there are police cars in this game. And if you grab hold, sketch means grabbing hold of the back of a car. if you grab hold of the back of a police car for too long, they cart you off to jail and you can't let go of it. So you've got to pay for that as well, and that can lead to a potential game over. So you can probably grab hold of the back of a police car for a couple of seconds, 2 or 3 seconds. You can try your luck. The more you do, the more money you get at the end in this bonus section. So race bonus $50. I got trick bonus of $22 and Skitchin bonus of $5. We didn't fight anybody, so I don't get a thrash bonus. I can't remember what the warp bonus is. We'll find out as we go along. And we didn't get a police bonus because there wasn't a police car to skitch. I made total money of $77 in that race, bringing my total funds up to $132. Isn't bad going for a day's skating, is it? Anything looking knackered at the moment? No, my character is looking good, he's looking healthy, everything's green, $132 in the bank, fantastic stuff. Can you see that password there? 3GFINORIFA02. I'm going to need to make a note of that because that's what we need to upload this spot in the game next time we play. That's how you save and load. Anyway, nice seeing you, and hopefully we'll see you next time too. Take it easy. Right, ignore. I'm going to start that all again because I don't know what happened there. I pressed the wrong button and it went wrong.